Hello, my name is Steph, and I'll be talking a little about my experience during ad campaigns. As this was the capstone unit of my ad major, and having seen some of the amazing work produced in previous semesters, I was eager to see what was in store. Even before the commencement of my degree, I had no doubts that being a copywriter was my jam. So in selecting a role for this subject, I jumped at the opportunity to be creative. Ad copywriting had unsurprisingly been my favourite subject during my time at uni, and this further solidified my decision. Upon being allocated into teams, I was delighted to find that my partner Emily was more focused on the visual components of creative, while words and storytelling were my greatest strength. As such, Emily became the art director and I was the copywriter for this project. By delegating different aspects of the workload in this way, we were able to fulfill O'Toole's 3-point approach to strategy, which is step 1, who or what is the competition? This was identified by Emily in her competitor audit. Step 2, who are we talking to? This was determined for us by the account planners. And finally, step 3, what do we want them to know, to feel, and to understand? This was explored in detail through my creative strategy platform. While the relationship between creatives was strong throughout the semester, that is, we had no trouble organising meetups and the overall ideation process felt very smooth, it was working within a high-pressure group of 10 that ultimately became the biggest learning curve. I must say that initially the idea of working within a large group excited me rather than being a cause for concern. I was confident that any bumps along the road could be resolved quickly, and was maybe a little too optimistic that we would not face any communication breakdowns. In what I consider to be my copywriting Bible, Hey Whipple, Squeeze This, Luke Sullivan constantly refers to how creative fits within the agency as a whole. I really value his writings on this subject and the way he always stresses the importance of building good relationships with even those outside your department. As a creative, building rapport with account managers, planners, etc. not only makes for a more positive workplace, but ultimately fuels a stronger brief on which your creative will be founded. Unfortunately, our group did experience some communication breakdowns when the Facebook group wasn't being fully utilised or some members weren't able to attend class. While these were relatively small issues, some members of the group felt distressed and despite the bulk of the work already being completed, felt anxiety that the remainder of the work would not get done in time. In the face of these communication pitfalls, some members of the group, such as the account manager, made the decision to assume more of a leadership type role in an effort to delegate tasks and improve the perceived inefficiency. In this way, the group shifted from a horizontal structure, meaning there was little to no hierarchies, to a vertical structure. This shift did cause some tension as the group was then divided between two different structures and had different expectations. The new assumption of a hierarchy was confusing and unnecessary for some. Tuckman's teamwork theory, which plots the different stages of group development, outlines the following stages: forming, storming, norming, and performing. I believe that had this shift happened in the forming, storming, or even norming stage, the team would have been more malleable and open to adapting. However, it appears that a shift occurring in the performing stage, when tasks were very near completion, was a significant cause of conflict. Additionally, as the horizontal structure promotes a sense of individual contribution, has a shorter chain of command, and improves relationship between group members, any decision to take a leadership role should have been clearly communicated to the other members. I believe this is valuable knowledge for future group projects, and using these frameworks could have really helped our group understand where this conflict had arisen and just improved communication overall. Thank you for watching.